Hey guys, BrickQueen here with a LEGO The Hobbit Desolation of Smaug review. This is set number 79012. It is called the Mirkwood Elf Army. It has 276 pieces, including 6 minifigures, and it's only a $30 set, so I think it's a great value. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at your minifigures. So these are all of the minifigures that you get in this set. And I know normally I kind of go from one side to the other, but this time I'm going to start right in the middle because I want to show you the best figure in this, or at least in my opinion. This is definitely my favorite figure. It is Thranduil, and I think they did an excellent job on his hairpiece with the crown like it is. I think it looks fantastic. I know that there are some people who complain about it. I am not one of those people. I think it's wonderful. I can't imagine how they could have done much better than what they did. I think they really did a good job on it. And, you know, I don't care that some people don't like it. I think it's great. He's also got great printing on the torso and the legs there. And he does have a second face. And the best way to do that, obviously, is to take the whole hairpiece off. That is all one piece, by the way. And so, put him back on here. This is his second face. There's the first face. It looks very different without the whole hair and the headpiece there. And I will go ahead and turn his cape around. He does have some more back printing as well. If I don't knock him over completely. Anyway, there is the back printing. Again, very nice. But my favorite part is that headpiece that he has, which I will put back on him. But that is Thranduil. Very awesome figure. Then, we also have the Mirkwood Elves over here. This one is just called a Mirkwood Elf. And it's a very nice figure. Who recognizes this sword? What old theme have we seen this in? Comment below if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, this is a very cool figure. I like the detail on it. It's much like the other two that we're going to look at in just a second, but I do like them all. I like the Mirkwood Elves. I think the elves are cool anyway. And then here's the very nice back printing. Really like all the detail, and you can see it does have the second face there. So, very nice figure. Again. And then these two right here, which I know my camera's a little out of focus. Maybe I can get it to focus back here. Anyway, these two figures are actually identical. They both have two faces, which is why they look different right now, because I have one face on each of them. The faces are turned different directions. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. But so here's one of them. These are the Mirkwood Elf Archers. And again, very nice printing, much like the other one. And he's got his bow and arrow and his quiver on the back. And like I said, each of these figures does have a double-sided face. So there's the front one. And there's the back. So that is exactly the same as the other Mirkwood Elf Archer right here. Exactly the same figure, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that. And then we've got the two orcs down here, which are also the same, except for this one has armor, and they do have different weapons. But not saying that they're bad figures. I think they're great. I love that we actually get 6 figures in a set that only costs $30. I think it's fantastic, actually. And I love the new armor pieces that they're giving the orcs, or at least some of the orcs. I think that's really good. And so this is the other orc. Like I said, no armor, and he gets this humongous sword instead of the spear that the other one had. So, those are all of your minifigures. Now, let's take a look at the set. Alright, so here is the entire set, and I do have the minifigures kind of sort of placed where they might be if this were playing out a scene. And here's the back of the set. You can kind of see there's not a whole lot to the back of it, but I will show you a little bit more in detail in just a moment. But I wanted to kind of let you see the whole set first, because I think it is pretty cool. Now, I'm going to move this out of the way, but first I do want to show you, you do get this really cool brown warg. Very nice. I think that's like the third one we've gotten, or something like that. And you can also take this piece out and fill this in so he can have like a full back instead, if you want to do that. But anyway, so I'm going to kind of do this piece by piece, and I'm going to take this ladder off. And so here's your little ladder that you can have the orcs use, and I've got one attached to it right now. And when you attach it down to this wall down here, it seems like it's a little bit too tall. However, they did think this through. The reason for that is because you can also hook it up here, and then it looks like it's just about the right size, the right height, or whatever. So I think it's a pretty cool little design for the ladder, and I'm going to go ahead and move this as we look at the rest of it, and I'm going to go ahead and move this other orc out of the way also. So we're left with the set and all of the elves, which is very cool. Now up at the top, which I'm going to have to move my camera for you guys to see properly, but up at the top you can kind of see we've got an elf almost hidden up at the top up here. And I don't know if I can, oh, my camera's there we go. I'll just move it back out here. So you can kind of see the elf sitting up here. If you push this piece, you can see not only will this branch move, but it's going to launch this elf forward. So I'll show you from the front view what it'll look like. You just push this right here down, and it actually went to the side, probably because it got hung up. And I don't even see our elf now. That's because he went off the table. So that elf is a goner. We'll have to find him later, but hopefully you guys could at least see how it's supposed to work when you don't have it hung. Probably was the weapon that got hung up, but anyway, you just set your elf or whoever you want in this little slit right here, that section there, and then it can go like that. It'll push this branch over and just launch your figure forward. That is if you have it on correctly. And then you've got some, actually, I almost forgot about this. You can actually turn this so you don't necessarily have to launch the figure just forward. You can actually launch it in any direction. I almost forgot about that. Anyway, so go ahead and take a look kind of at the back of the set a little bit. Like I said, there's not a whole lot to the back, but you do have this little barrel back here. I don't know if you can hear that. There is something in the barrel, and that's these little pieces here. Just go right in this barrel, and they just kind of hide back here. And the whole set actually moves quite a bit. You've got the bend right here. You've got another bend in the middle. I can kind of show you that right there. And then you can also detach the whole tree section from the rest of it. And I'm going to try to do that without breaking the set. But there we go. Kind of took me a second. Anyway, so that's the part that comes apart, basically. You also have a hidden flick fire in this section. Now it's very obvious from the back where it is, just right there. But from the front, it's a little bit hidden. You can see it right here, though. And so that's kind of cool. I want two little pieces on the front that I love are these shield pieces. I think these shields are fantastic. And these are printed. You do not have to put the stickers on, and I love that even more. But I think these shields like this look fantastic. They're perfect for the elves. Love it. So anyway, there's a little bit closer look at the front of that section. You can see how it attaches on the side. And there's the top view of the part that I was trying to launch an elf from. And so there's the back again. So then you've also got this one other little section over here that you can attach, but you don't necessarily have to. It just kind of holds the bow and arrow right there. So that's kind of neat, little extra piece there. So anyway, that is everything to this set, which is very awesome. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Hey, before you go, don't forget to subscribe to each of my channels if you haven't already. Thanks, guys.